I am here with Caleb Monroe of Boom Studios. Caleb, what are you working on right now? What are you writing?
I'm doing Peanuts. I'm doing Ice Age. I just wrapped a run on Seed and Mrs. Peel, and I'm working on 2 new, mysterious, yet-to-be-announced projects that will be out early in 2014.
How does it feel to write titles like Ice Age and Peanuts, especially Peanuts, that have such huge legacies? How does it feel to write a creation or a world that is not your own?
What I found is that you have to stew in that world until it feels like it's yours. So I'd have to find an in for how I can treat it as if it was my own world. So for Peanuts, for instance, Linus is my in. He's the one who...
You identify with Linus.
I identify with Linus.
I see a little bit of a Linus here.
His personality is most like mine, and so it's easy for me to get into the world through Linus.
I didn't mean that as an insult, by the way.
That's
I mean, I did notice your blanket.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. I had to stop sucking my thumb for the video, but I'll be back to it soon.
Was it the same way with Steed and Peel? Did you just binge on the Avengers, the old Avengers TV show?
Steed and Peel worked a little bit different. I mean, I was familiar with the show, but when it came time to do hard and fast research, I watched the show until I could hear their voices in my head, and then I stopped. Because there's a point where you can actually go too far, and then you get a little too precious, and you're afraid to change things or try new things, and so you end up with kind of a lifeless adaptation because you're adhering too much to something that's 40, 50 years old. So as soon as I got to the point where I could hear them in my head without having to watch the show, then I stopped, and I wrote from that point.
What do you feel is your best contribution? Like if people were to, 20 years from now, I'd be like, Peanuts, there's Charles Schultz for Peanuts, and there's Caleb Monroe. Charles Schultz is known because Lucy always pulls the ball away from Charlie Brown. What will they say is the Caleb Monroe-ism of Peanuts?
Ooh, that's hard because I really try to stick to what Schultz was known for. I think the whole series is about unrequited desire, and so I write it from that. Just it's all unrequited desire. It's all Charlie Brown wants to kick the football, something that everybody wants that they never quite get. Linus wants to see the Great Pumpkin, and so I write the entire thing as a little bit of a tragedy, kind of a funny tragedy, but it's all about unrequited
Peanuts is Shakespeare.
Yeah, and Charlie Brown is actually a very tragic character. He's, to me, the hardest character to write because you have to find this perfect balance of 100% hope and 100% despair.
Let's talk about Ice Age.
Yes. Ice Age is surprisingly subversive for an all-ages comic because it is also, I write a tragedy in every issue.
Of Ice Age?
Because Scrat never gets his acorn. So every issue has a tragic payoff.
You said that you're working on several unnamed projects for Boom?
Yes, both for Boom.
Can you give us any hints or any teases or like, get the audience excited?
Let's see what I can say. One of them is for a pretty big license, and it's tied into a very interesting film franchise. And then one of them is a more original project, a sort of a Boom original, but it's got some espionage elements. So if you like what I've been doing on Steed and Peel, you're going to see some more weird espionage.
If there's somebody out there that doesn't know what Boom Studios is about, how would you describe Boom Studios to them?
Boom Studios is about doing the books that you just can't get away with doing anywhere else. But it's quality books, not escapism, but
books that make you go boom.
Yeah, books that make you go boom. I want to do like big hardcover omnibus editions and call them the Exploded Edition.
The Exploded Edition. I like it here. Copyrighted here, Caleb Monroe. Caleb, thank you so much for talking to me.
You're welcome.
Good work. Good luck on all your future projects.
Thank you very much.